Yeah, that chiropractor. I told Morgan, I was like, man, he was like, when he took me and like, so you have to like, you lay on your side and you kind of bring your knee up, like not up to your chest, but kind of like you just bend it up and out.
Yeah.
And then you put like, I guess you just relax. Like, so if I'm laying on my left side, I relax my right shoulder and he takes it, pushes it back.
Yeah.
And then at the same time he's pushing that back, he pushes down on my knee, which makes my lower body twist inward.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, man, I felt like he was folding laundry when he was like handling me.
What piece of clothing would you be if you were laundry?
If I were a laundry?
If you were a laundry.
If I were a laundry, I'd probably be... That's a good question. That's a dumb question, but it's a good question. Like, it's just so like, what? I don't know. I feel like I'd be a sweatshirt.
Because you're like warm and cozy?
Yeah, and I just like, you wear a sweatshirt on like a carefree day, like,
Okay.
I don't know. It's just loose and it's just comfy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like I definitely wouldn't be like dress pants or something.
Right.
Or like maybe I'm just like one lone sock.
I thought of you as like a sock.
A sock.
Like a crazy cool sock.
Yeah.
Because you've got crazy cool socks, but
So I was wearing, I forgot what socks I was wearing. I was wearing my Halloween socks. I don't have them on now. I'm barefoot, but I was wearing my Halloween socks and he like was checking my feet. You know, he checks like the alignment of your feet or whatever.
Yeah.
They kind of look like, you know, trying to see if they're, you know, the same length.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, there's owls on your sock?" And I go, "Probably. I'm not sure what." I was like, "I own socks that have owls on them." He goes, "I have socks that have owls on them." I was like, "All right, Kevin." Like,
that's his name?
yeah, Kevin.
All right.
Old Dr. Kevin.
Is that his last name or first name?
First name. I don't know what his last name is.
Okay.
Well, I do, but I'm not going to say it on the podcast.
Kevinson.
Yeah, Kevin Kevinson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kev.
Kev. That's what his wife calls him when she's trying to calm him down.
Kev?
He's upset about the Bulls losing.
The Bulls.
That's his favorite basketball
He
team.
could be a Bulls fan. I could see that. Old Kev.
Yeah?
Kev, it's just a game. It's really not that big of a deal, honey.
He threw his hat and he slung it at the TV and he
Yeah.
said, "By golly, I've had it with these Bulls.
I've had it with these
Fed
Bulls."
up with them." And she goes, Kev, come in the kitchen. I've made cheese cubes."
Cheese cubes.
Yeah.
But not pepper jack because they're too spicy.
Oh, no. Kev,
It's got to be like a provolone.
Kev can't have the pepper jack.
Yeah. He gets mild cheddar. Like, he
He's
can't
such
have
a-
the sharp.
He can't have the shart.
The sharp cheddar. I said charp the first time with a CH.
I want you to say shart cheddar.
Yeah, the
Or
shart cheddar.
Shart cheese.
That's what it does to him. He's
Yeah.
lactose intolerant as well.
Oh.
Old Kev can't put down the cheese.
He's as white as they come.
Ooh, that was a good sound.
Mm-hmm.
Skedaddle time.
Skedaddle. It's not time for us to skedaddle. We're just getting started.
No, right now it's time for us to hit that intro.
Ooh!
Hey. I love that. I forgot how long that space was. I thought it was going to come back quicker. No, we're good now.
Does it still do the black screen?
No. We're done with the black screen. It's like 3 or 4 seconds of that like space, which is fine. It looks nice.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. So when I unmuted us, I was like, okay, we're done. Oh no, we're not done.
Oh, there's space. Nice. So, it's been a few weeks since the Florida trip.
Yeah, I guess it has, hasn't it?
Yeah. So our content creator for the day is going to be hailing from Florida.
It's going to be Cassandra. That was her name.
Cassandra.
With Jellyfish Daydreams. And I think that's her main thing. And then she also, I think she said this was old, but it's also Tattoos by Cassandra. She also does tattoos as well.
Right.
And so
Would you have this tattooed on you?
my coctopus? I don't know. I mean,
Maybe.
it depends. I don't know on what, but like I feel like there could be a circumstance that I'd get this tattooed.
Just like your front quad.
Yeah.
Like the front of your leg. Just
Yeah,
it'd just be taken up by the
Just a
coctopus.
coctopus. I wonder if I'd have him dripping like this one.
Tripping.
He is.
I wouldn't say that's dripping. He is spurting.
Spurting.
There you go. For those of you on YouTube,
I'm trying to fight with the light.
There's the piece of art Trey picked up. And it is a
cool.
piece. It is a piece of art.
And it's 74 out of 100, so it's numbered, which is really cool.
Man,
I don't want to open it. Like, there's a sticker in here. There's a business card in here. There's writing on the back that I have to move stuff around to get it. It's signed, but like, I don't know. I feel bad opening it. Like, it's sealed. Like, it's
so well done, so well packaged.
Like, I would
look
keep
at the package.
Yeah, like I would keep it in this and then frame it in that.
I said package.
Thank you.
There's that. You're welcome. We had some good food and
where do we eat? I don't even remember the name of that. Salty Dog or something like that?
I don't know. It was in Key West.
Yeah.
But live music was really good.
He was cool. He's played in Greenville. Did you hear him say that? He was like, yeah, South Carolina. He's like, I've been up to Greenville.
Yeah, he said that he had an ex-girlfriend in Columbia.
That's right.
To which I said what I said back.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And yeah, he called on us. We were the first people, I guess, because we were right in front of him.
I was going to say, we were dead in front of him. Nora was chilling and getting into it. She was clapping.
Yeah, it was a good experience. He, when we got up and left, he was like, all right, take it easy, Greenville.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you too,
Key West,
live performer, man. Well, you take it easy too.
He was good.
He was. I enjoyed him.
You gonna hit the rest of the intro?
Oh yeah, I sure am.
I was waiting for that, and then you just didn't do it, and I was like, okay, we're not.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Don't let it happen again.
Aye, Captain. Welcome to the CS Podcast. I'm Josh, I'm not Josh, where we create stuff. Welcome to the CS Podcast. It's called Cool Strokes.
Yeah.
I just had a cool stroke.
Hey, that is something I want to talk about. Not strokes, but it's something I do want to talk about later.
I want to talk about strokes and looking fly while you do it. If ever you have a stroke, here's how to look cool while doing it. No, but welcome to the CS Podcast, where we create stuff, or if you're Trey,
create shit.
I'm Josh, and today we've got our hands full with a new content creator who we just talked about.
Yep.
And all of our shenanigans that we normally get up to. We've got a couple Curtis segments. Curtis, Clear Channel. We'll be pulling a random little bubble out of him. And if, again, you're on YouTube, you can see our friend Curtis with his shiny little red
dome.
Shiny
dome.
His shiny little dome. So, yeah. Put a pin in it for now.
Yeah. It's time for it.
Yeah.
No, so I wanted to, it's something I wanted to touch on. Just, we were talking about all the CS and CS this, CS that. And it was something you brought up to me the other day that I thought was kind of interesting. Now, this isn't something that we'll be able to do now, but it's just, I don't know. We were talking about creating stuff. You were talking about charity.
Yeah.
And CS creates smiles. Yeah. And I like that. And I don't know, I wanted to touch on it just for a second, just a brief second, just about that. And I don't know, something maybe we can do in the future.
Yeah. So
run through your idea. What you ran through with me.
Okay. So, well, first of all, the idea came to me as most of my ideas have been coming to me lately, and that's within 30 seconds of opening my eyes for the day.
Okay.
And they say that that's when your mind is the most clear because you just woke up. You've not been thinking about anything, I guess, unless you've had a dream.
Boy, yeah.
So I've been waking up and, like, I just kind of have an idea, like a funny idea for a skit or something that you and I can do. And I started thinking about, I don't know why charity hit me just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And any kind of charity that I'm a little more fond of. I mean, charities are all charity. I mean, it's, one is no better than the other, but I tend to lean towards charities that involve kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought about the charity, and then I thought about how we could get involved and how our name just creates stuff.
Yeah.
At CS, I just create smiles.
Yeah.
I mean, that just
like that.
floated right into my brain. There was no thought process. It just popped into my head.
Yeah.
And yeah, when we grow enough to elicit a big turnout when it comes to whatever
some
it is
kind of
we
donation,
do.
some drive, some, as we call it in the radio world, a radiothon, something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, or we
Or a telethon.
right, where maybe we do a live event where people can donate.
Yeah.
And 100% of everything goes to the charity, and
Yeah.
maybe you and I hang out for 10, 12 hours or
And just see how much we can raise.
yeah,
Yeah, I like
promote
that.
the crap out of it and donate to a good cause. And we're creators here.
Yeah.
Everybody, we want to create a community of creators.
I'd love to get to a point where we could do something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And especially with the way I would want to do it is we would need some people to help, like it couldn't just be you and I sitting in front of a camera. Like I would like people going, pushing like a campaign, like a social media campaign while we're
Yeah.
doing that and handling that and checking the Twitter for us. And just, I don't know, I could see it being a thing.
Yeah.
I think I'd have fun with that.
Oh, I know we would. I mean, if we could raise anything, I mean, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I would love to go all out and do everything we could.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what better? Like, I get chills thinking about the end result of that.
Yeah.
Like, doing this, taking two
Idiots.
guys having the most ignorant conversations
Yeah.
that anybody could ever have, and then turning it into something good.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. I'll get emotional if I keep
Yeah.
talking about it, but
I just wanted to start off on a really positive note. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just a nice thought. It was a nice conversation, and I don't know. It's very good all around. So
yeah, it's something I look forward to doing.
Yeah. So I figured we'd open up with that. Just I don't know. Just set the mood
Absolutely.
before we dump into our ignorance and
Yeah.
well, this is going to be airing a couple of weeks from now, but as of this week, St. Patrick's Day week, what have we created this week? We created something new.
Yes, we did.
And as this airs, I'm sure it will still be running as far as people will be able to see it on other YouTube videos and stuff like that as an ad.
Right. So you and I had the idea. We got together, and what's crazy about the dynamic between you and I is that anytime I bring an idea to you or
Yeah.
you bring an idea to me, we piggyback back and forth.
It's like a weird game of ping pong.
It really is. It's a game of mental ping pong.
Yeah.
And hilarity and the most creative. Like, I think we're fairly creative.
I think so.
We go back and, like, my brain alone is what it is. Your brain alone is what it is.
Yeah.
We mesh those two
They
weird.
like plug in together like a weird link cable with a Game Boy, and
it creates this third brain.
yeah.
That's filled with just all the magic that is just hilarious, and it creates that ping
It
pong
creates
effect.
J.
Huh?
J. The third brain would be J.
Jay?
Yeah, because Josh and Trey. J. Or it could be Trosh.
Trash. Ooh.
Trosh.
That's dangerously close to trash.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I went with J. Pin in that. I have something about that. We'll come back to that.
Okay. All right.
But
But yeah, we go back and forth. It's by the time the idea is done, usually a 50-50 contribution has been made from both of
Easily.
us. So I went to you about some kind of skit that involved music, and that morphed into you saying, "Let's cut it down to make it into a TikTok."
oh no, wait, was that the titties? Did you come to me about titties?
Was it?
Yeah.
Was that what started it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I know that
People who listen like titties started it. No. So there's a song.
There's a song.
called Titties, and it's Chris Calico and Tech Nine, and it's phenomenal.
Tecanino.
Yeah. But we talked about. He was like, we've got to incorporate this somehow, and I said we could parody it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is what started it or not.
I know, but it did start off one morning conversation.
Yeah.
I was cooking my turkey bacon and eggs, and you were doing whatever it is a Trey does in the mornings.
I
Could have
don't
been
know.
dishes.
Any
something.
number of things.
And yeah, I don't know if that was it or not. Regardless,
Yeah.
we came up with the idea to make a whole campaign of ads.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, do the ideas?
I mean, the variety alone.
There's such a variety of.
So without diving into the meat of it, because I
Yeah.
kind of want people to just experience it,
Yeah, I wanted to save some, but
I'll give you
cut
some
me off.
settings.
Go ahead.
So, like, let's say a nightclub is a setting. Like, that already has ideas going for people. How about a lake? That's got ideas going for people. A field, an abandoned field in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's like just all the variety. Maybe the backseat of a car during a cop chase. Like, I don't know.
And keep in mind, these aren't little, like, these aren't things that we're going to take lightly.
Yeah.
The one that we already have out now,
which takes place in an office setting.
At a conference table,
Yeah.
and which it will be out.
Oh,
now.
it's already out.
People can go
So
look
they
at
can,
it.
Yeah, they can go look at it. It's called Need a Break on our YouTube channel. It's a little 15-second ad. Honestly, at this point, at the time of airing, this is about 2 weeks ahead. So we may have a couple more out at this point. You may be able to see other ads.
And we're pushing these ads out as ads.
Yeah.
They're not just videos on our channel. We have pushed them out so that the CS Army can grow and our audience can grow, and you guys can have community members you can bounce collaborations off of.
So if you're here from one of those ads, welcome, by the way. I'm glad you saw it. I'm glad something of our stupidity made you or genius.
I would say genius.
It's
blood, sweat, and tears because I had a headache after the bump I took from the chair. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy it turned out the way it did.
Me too. Well, did I tell you what Josh said?
Josh Hip?
Yeah, I sent it to him, and he goes,
I didn't know he saw it.
Yeah. So I sent it to him, and he goes, was that fall planned? And I said, kinda. I said, it was planned, but it didn't go as planned. And
it just went way quicker.
Yeah, I was like, it was pretty much a legit fall, in terms of like how quickly it came out, and you weren't. Like, you were expecting to fall, you just weren't expecting to fall that fast.
I was expecting a timber.
Yeah, and it was just like somebody pulled a rug out from under you.
Yeah,
and so I told him that he thought it was hilarious.
Good,
so that's good.
I'm glad that Josh Hip enjoyed it.
Shout out to you, Josh Hip.
What's up, big guy? For those, if you guys hear us talk about Josh Hip, he is our, I guess still
your former. It's my boss.
My former manager. He's now my employee for the wrestling shows.
That's right.
It's so great. There for a period of time, he was my manager, my boss.
Yeah.
But on Saturdays, once every 2 months, he worked for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, today you work for me, big guy. But now he just works for me. So if you're watching
how the world just works like that.
How situations bring people together and then tear them apart.
Yeah, it's weird how that works.
Yeah. I don't think anybody will know.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Not right now.
Yeah. So
you can go watch that one right now with us in the conference.
So happy with the way that turned out.
And all of these are going to be 15 seconds. So I mean, it's quick.
It's quality crammed into 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's insane.
Took us, an hour and a half to 2 hours to film that?
Probably about, somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
You know what I realized, too, after putting it all together? And there's no way I could fit it in there, but I forgot the beauty shot across the crap, like the stuff that was all over the table.
That's right. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, well, I didn't even think about it, and I threw it all together. I mean, it's one of those things like 15 seconds. Man, you don't realize how quick 15 seconds is.
Yeah.
You know?
But Morgan does.
No. She has an idea.
That was cheap. That was so cheap. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I won't let it happen again.
I try not to let it happen, but you know.
Yeah. Spurt.
Yeah. Speaking of Morgan, she wants to be on the podcast really badly.
Yes, she does. We haven't stopped hearing about that crap.
I know.
For a couple weeks. Get your woman in check, man.
Well, I told her, I made a deal with her. I was like, she can be on the podcast as long as she promises not to eat anybody.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
I can throw it out there. I don't care.
I'll pick the bus up. You throw her under it.
Yeah, I'll just toss her right under. So I don't remember what started this conversation, by the way, because I think you guys had already had a conversation, and I came into it.
I don't know if it was yesterday or today. I was in the kitchen, and I think I was cooking.
Yeah,
it was either this morning or yesterday morning, and I really don't know. Somehow cannibalism got brought up.
So to preface this, the way she means this is if she were in a threatening situation, like in a situation that she had to consume someone, she's like, I could do it. Like I can make that happen.
It wasn't just I can do that.
It was probably they'd probably be pretty tasty.
It was I'd totally be down
Yeah.
for this. And
Yeah.
and I kind of stopped and looked at her.
Yeah.
You had not been in on this yet.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and goes, "You can't tell me
You haven't
that
thought about it."
You hadn't thought about it." I'm like, "Yeah, I thought about it." And then I thought about how absolutely mortifying it would be.
Yeah, like
to
I'm not
have to-
excited for it.
No. It's literally going to be the last resort other
Yeah.
than eating my own.
She was down for it.
Like we don't have to wait for an apocalypse or,
Yeah.
Something like that extreme.
Yeah.
Let's just, I don't know, if the opportunity presented itself, let's eat some folk.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I guess be ahead of the curve and all that. Like if you're gonna set a trend, you set it hard. Like
Yeah, she's not screwing around.
it's yeah. It's funny because now that I think about it, I saw a guy on TikTok. Maybe yesterday, day before yesterday. So the guy that I told you, he was talking about if he could take like the fourth grader, like would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? That guy,
Yeah.
And that was his whole thing. He goes with the apocalypse. He goes, you can't jump on the cannibalism trend. He goes, you got to be the one to start it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a fair point. Like I get what you're like. If it's gonna happen, like
If it's heading in that direction,
yeah, you should spearhead it and be the one.
spearhead it and spear some heads.
Yeah.
And start munching.
Wow, this is going off on a tangent. I don't even know what originally brought us on this point, but yeah. So, anyways,
Morgan wants her
suffice
own
to say-
segment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Morgan wants her own segment, so we'll probably have her on at some point in time to talk about the things that she has created.
Yes, which I totally forgot about. Orangutan, whatever that's called.
NaNoWriMo,
NaNoWriMo.
National Novel Writing Month.
Knitterino, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
NaNoWriMo.
The
She crochets, but
Knitterino crochet. The Pokemon crochets.
no. Oh, you're saying knitter. I heard knit a rhino, and I was.
No, the Pokemon.
Is that?
Nitterino?
Yeah, okay. I always called it Nitterino and Nitteran.
There's a Nitterino and a Nitterino. It's because they're male and female.
Yeah, but I've never heard it Nitterino.
But
I thought it was Nitterino.
Well, what was the opposite one then? What would
Nitteran.
Nitteran and Nitteran? Or
no. I don't know. It's been so long since I played. I've just never heard it pronounced that way. So I didn't know what I literally, all I heard was knit a rhino.
I could
And I was like, okay.
I could be totally wrong.
No, there's a Nitteran and a Nitterino. I think it depends on.
But it
male
would be
and
like
female.
Nitteran, Nitteran, and then oh no, it's just the same.
Yeah, Nitteran stays the same. It's a male or a female.
It's just male or female.
And then it evolves into either Nitterino, or no, it evolves into Nitterino. No, Nitterino, and Nitterina.
Okay,
That's what it is.
Okay, so I said Nitterino.
Yeah.
And I literally said knit a rhino when you think about it.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, huh?
Okay.
I didn't realize you were talking about the Pokemon.
I was wrong in pronouncing it that way. Forgive me. I grew up with it, so don't come at me with, he's not a real Pokemon
well, it's never
fan.
pronounced. I guess if you watch... Did they catch them in... It's been a long time since I watched the Pokemon anime. Did they catch one? Did they catch a Nidorino or anything like that?
I don't know.
Because if they didn't, it was never really pronounced.
Yeah.
So in your defense, the only thing you could have had was you read it
Yeah.
while you were playing. So,
Well, if I read it online, or read it anywhere, I would have probably said Nidorino.
yeah.
I wouldn't have said rhino, seeing it spelled that way.
Yeah.
In my head, it was a Reno and a rhino,
Yeah.
rather than Reno and Rena. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Almost like the... What do they call them? The romance languages, like your Spanish and your French and stuff. Like male is usually O
yeah.
or something, and then female is usually like an or I think.
Right. And for some reason, I didn't exercise that structure.
Yeah.
And I just got it wrong.
That's okay.
Totally. I just won't let it happen again. So she wants her own segment.
Yeah,
so
she wants
we'll
her own
have
segment.
her on to. Like I said, I completely forgot about her
Yeah.
Anorant.
NaNoWriMo.
NaNoWriMo?
NaNoWriMo is what she calls it.
Okay.
Because it's National Novel Writing Month. I always called it NaNoWriMo.
Okay.
But
National Writing Month.
National Novel Writing Month.
National Novel Writing Month.
So, are you familiar with it? Like what it is?
I am. Morgan and I have actually spoke about it a lot.
Make sure. I want to go scratch my ear.
If it'd been a snake, it would have eaten your face.
It consumed me. Again.
So yeah, she finished a book one year.
She did.
But we'll let her talk about that.
Yeah, I've never read it. She doesn't allow me to.
Oh.
She doesn't let anybody read it. Nobody's read it.
Maybe she will let the fans in on some.
Probably not.
She now has a platform to express her. No, she's just gonna keep it to herself.
Yeah, that was her whole thing. Like she's like, I wrote it, but I don't want anybody else to read it.
Didn't she have to submit it?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll let her explain.
Yeah,
I'll grill her.
She
about
wouldn't let
that.
me read it, so whatever. Like
I'll grill her about. Well, I didn't want to let anybody see it, but I submitted it. If that's the
Yeah.
case, then I'll roast her for it.
Didn't they read it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something to look forward to. I don't know. At some point in the future, we'll have her on. I mean, she lives here, so it's not like
It's not going to be hard to book her.
Yeah, yeah,
Call her booking agent, which is probably more Nora than you.
yeah. Naka.
I could see Naka.
Just her with a headset on, like.
So how's Tuesday at 7 sound? All right, you want to play hardball with me? Let's go. All right. How much is she? You got to work with me here.
It's astronomical. That price is too damn high.
This is her first appearance. What's she going to do for us? All right, fine. You want to play hardball?
Hello?
Hello? We lost her. She didn't die.
No.
I made that sound like
We lost her.
we lost her.
Well, at least we know how to properly do CPR.
Yeah, we do. Speaking of creating, you created quite a tasty dish for dinner out of prime rib.
Yeah, it was leftover. That sounds really fancy. Like, no, I got it from my parents. Like they had cooked it and invited me. Were nice enough to invite me over, and I took some home. And
Yeah, we're actually in their basement right now.
Yeah. It's great because nobody knows where we're at.
No, they
we
sure
could be in
don't.
the basement. We could be anywhere. People don't know.
I'm sure we've mentioned it, but
Yeah.
the people watching now have either forgotten or they're new and they don't know.
Yeah, they don't care.
We could be anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. No, they I took some home and forgot about it, and I was looking through the fridge to try and figure out what I wanted to do. That's what it was. I kept looking at it because my favorite thing to do with it is take it and turn it like leftovers into tacos.
Yeah.
So you slice it up like thin steak and taco seasoning, and you just make tacos out of it. And I kept telling myself every time I've made tacos in the last like week and a half, I've been like, which is like twice, 3 times today because I like tacos.
Fair enough.
I was like, well, we haven't had taco seasoning in forever. For those of you that are watching and don't know, I have a gluten intolerance, and so like taco seasoning has gluten in it. So if I eat it, it makes me shit. Like if I'm just gonna put it bluntly, like this is what it does. So I need the gluten-free taco seasoning, and nobody has it. Everybody's cleaning the shelves of gluten-free taco seasoning. You can't find it anywhere. So she finally got some on Amazon. I got it in, and I was like, oh, buddy, I hadn't had tacos in forever. So I made it like 3 times this week.
Right, and you did really well with it. Like the meat itself was good because, like, typically,
I can't take credit. I didn't cook that. Like,
well, you threw it on that taco nicely.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because traditionally, I mean, when you think about it, Mexican food, all Mexican food,
pretty much the same, right?
it's pretty much the same.
Like whether you like a burrito to like an enchilada to like
a crunch wrap,
a bowl.
anything
Maybe it's
like
American. Maybe it's fair to say all American Mexican food.
right. I'm sure if
Americanized.
Yeah, very Americanized Mexican food. Whether you order Taco Bell or whether you go to a Mexican restaurant, it's the same thing, just in a different little vehicle to get to your mouth. I mean,
rearranged.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. You've got like your beans, your meat, bean, condiments,
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
yeah, it depends.
yeah.
They want to
So
get flashy, crazy.
yeah, but no, it's it's different to have prime rib on a taco.
Yeah, or just steak.
That was just
steak.
That made it really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Had to get that in there.
You know.
If you know, you know. There's only one person that'll know.
And they're probably not watching this podcast. Because they don't know what it is. They never asked.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, you do a podcast? That's cool. Yeah, thanks.
All right.
All right, anyways.
Cool.
Oh, we're just going to leave it there then. All right.
Okay, well, I'll just...
I'll just go cry in my corner and look myself then. Like,
lick myself?
fuck myself?
No.
I'll just go fuck myself now. Like, whatever.
Nothing.
You don't care about my hobbies or my interests.
I'll just go look at this coctopus
Yeah.
by
So-
myself.
What are the plans for tomorrow? St. Patty's Day, are you wearing green?
Oh, it's
You don't want to get
tomorrow?
pinched?
Well, I'm Scottish. I'm not Irish, so I guess...
Oh, you don't believe in that? That's sacrilegious, isn't
It
it?
really is. Technically, I'm Scot-Irish.
Okay,
but-
so you can halfway partake in it. You could wear like one half of your body green and then the other half,
Blue.
I don't know, like a kilt.
Other half... one half green, one half kilt.
I was standing in line at Target. What was it? Yesterday I went to go pick up her medicine, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was like this mother, and then she had like her daughter in front of her. I couldn't see the daughter, but I saw her like the mother handed like these green pants, like child's pants, to the pharmacist. You know, because you can also check out there at the pharmacy if you have stuff with you. Like there's a certain item count. Anyways. And she was like, "Oh, don't want to get pinched." Like, this is so stupid. I was like, okay. And the pharmacist was like, "Oh, yeah." Like, just kind of going along with it.
Like pharmacists do.
Yeah. And I was like,
God, they're so lame.
it was just the most, I don't know, it was just such a lame conversation. Like, don't want to get pinched. Like, it's just stupid.
Like, go somewhere.
Yeah.
Gladys.
Yeah, Gladys.
Go home. Do your boring vanilla life.
Yeah.
Go pinch yourself.
Yeah.
Just go somewhere.
It just, I don't know. It made me think of it. Like, it was just a stupid interaction.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Like, it's a great conversation piece, but
Like, yeah, I've overheard conversations, and I'm just like,
like,
so she's up. You have to be on YouTube to appreciate that.
okay.
I impaled myself with a sword, like a sack. Like,
For some reason,
what did you think that was?
well, since I did the noose,
Yeah.
I thought you had grabbed the rope and pulled, and so I was really confused why blood was spurting out. Mine was in I was like, why did you pull her? And she start just gushing blood from her chest.
I pulled the rope, but I have this stomach ulcer. I was ready to just explode.
You exerted too much force.
And that was the thing that did it. It exploded.
That's why I didn't
in that
follow along.
moment.
And I was like, what is a rope? And
What does a rope have to do with this?
blood.
And blood.
I'm glad.
I was spurting the blood.
Yeah.
Gosh, if this was Pee Wee's Funhouse, that'd be the word of the day. Spurt. Ah!
God, I haven't watched that show in forever.
I never watched it.
Really?
But I was Pee Wee for Halloween at the iHeart
I remember
Halloween contest.
At the Calabash.
At the Calabash Fry. No, for the Halloween contest.
Yeah.
Costume contest 2 years ago at iHeart. I was Pee Wee. And I won an award
Yeah.
for cutest costume.
Could see that.
Yeah, it was super cute. Bill Ellis said, he came up to me
Uh-huh.
because, you know, we did it in the performance lounge.
Yeah.
And there was a big, it was almost like a show, like a costume show. Everybody had to walk in,
Yeah, like
parade in, and do a little something that has to do with your costume.
Your costume.
And I was like third or fourth, and I was so happy because I had a whole thing prepared for
Yeah.
Pee Wee, and I didn't know we were going to be doing that in the costume contest, so I had to come up with something on the fly. And I can't do anything just average, so
No,
I
you
walk in. I was like,
Just being honest.
I got a stage. I got to do something here.
Yeah.
So I walked in and I did a whole, the word of the day is, and I think I said radio or something. And then I went into my Pee Wee impression, and I said the word, and I made everybody scream. I was like, when I say the secret word, you gotta scream. So I said it, and then I went, ah, and everybody did it. So by the time I was done, everybody was like smiling and like, oh, that was ridiculous and fun. And after it was over, so Liz won with her.
Oh, she was
Maleficent.
Yeah. Now, you want to talk about somebody that can
she
never...
went all out.
Oh, every year. Did you see her when she was a Smurf? She painted like... She was completely blue.
I saw pictures.
Yeah. Or no, she painted her arms and her face, and then she wore blue tights. That's what it was.
Okay.
And then, what was she... Oh, Ursula.
Her Ursula was really good.
Yeah.
I remember seeing pictures of that.
Phenomenal, yeah. And she had like the little... like I don't know if it was like she made it herself, but it had... I thought she had like little, I don't know, I have to pull up the pictures. I want to say she had like little tentacles.
Tentacles?
Yeah. But I could be wrong. I could be remembering it wrong, and I'm just making it more grandiose than it is. But
yeah,
she talking about going all out for that kind of stuff. Liz,
well, she won every year. She was like, I'm gonna win every year. She's like, nobody's beating me.
Yeah,
and she made sure of it. And now her costume was definitely way better than mine.
Yeah. You want to talk about lamest though? Like, least amount of effort put in is always Josh Hip.
Josh freaking Hip. That scoundrel.
He goes and digs through our prize closet for like wigs and stuff. Like stuff that's been in there for, I don't know, probably 20 years at this point, and he just starts putting stuff on. Like, what are you? I don't know.
Well, he won an award for like least effort.
Yeah.
Like he'll always get that. Mm-hmm. But Bill Ellis came up to me afterwards, and he put his hand on my shoulder, and he said, 2. Always called me Josh 2.0 because Josh Hip was version 1, and I'm Josh
Even
Oglesby.
though there's like 4 Joshes that work there, and you're the 4th. Like,
right, I'm 2.0.
Yeah.
The only one worthy enough to be labeled a version, I guess. He was like, I want you to know, I thought you should have won. He was like, between the costume, he said, which is fine. He said, but then your performance, he was like, you were Pee Wee, man. You were Pee Wee. You should have won. And I'm like, Bill, that means more to me than actually winning first place. For you to tell me that,
yeah,
I'm good.
My favorite thing is I can hear that. Like, I can hear Bill Ellis right now. Like, he's sitting right there on that microphone. I can hear him saying that. Like, I can hear it in his voice. I can hear it his cadence.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
for those of you listening, Bill Ellis is a very successful morning show host.
The morning show host.
The morning show
co-host, I guess, of the Ellis and Bradley show on Whistle 100.
You're welcome, iHeart. We just blew you up.
Yeah, we just gave you a plug. Mm-hmm. We may as well. We're on your platform with our podcast.
Right.
So I love that I work for you. That was good timing.
Okay.
Yeah. As I say, I went first last time. We'll just trade off.
All right. It is time.
Technically, Jake went first.
For the Curtis segment, I am reaching into the gumball machine to see what I pull. Not looking. A yellow ball.
And for those of you that are watching, the yellow balls are questions. If you have a question that you would like to ask us and you want it to be featured on the show, send it to us. You can either tag us on Twitter, you can DM us, however you want to get that question to us, and we'll write it on a slip of paper and drop it in this gumball machine. And yeah, you'll get to hear it on. You get to hear it on the podcast. We'll answer it.
I feel like the people need to hear the pop.
Yeah.
That was lame. Anyways.
I thought it sounded pretty good.
So, typically, it's been a red ball, which is a challenge.
Yeah, well, we've put more red balls in there because that's the excitement is the challenge. I mean, questions are fun too, but...
Okay, my question is, who is the messiest person you know? Ooh, that is a good question.
Yeah.
I gotta think about that. Well, I don't... Like, could this person be from my past, or...
Oh, yeah. You know them.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I don't... Like, I know a lot of people, but...
Yeah.
I don't know how messy they are.
Yeah.
I don't...
Just a best guess.
Best guess. All right. Let me think about it for a minute. Thought about it.
Okay.
David.
Really?
Yeah.
Why David?
Because he's a teenager. And
Fair enough. I can see that.
And the last time, I mean, so I've known David since he was 5.
Yeah.
He's 16. And anytime I've ever been in his room, I mean, if he wanted a T-shirt, he would just have to go to the bottom of the foot of his bed, reach under his bed, his bathroom floor, just wherever. Typical
teenage boy.
Going through puberty.
Yep.
And all this stuff. So I'd have to say David, who is going to be a guest soon.
He is.
We
had worked through and we're trying to figure out. David doesn't know this, but we were working through technicalities trying to figure it out prior to the show. Because I was like, oh, we could have David on today, and I could not. I was fighting with Discord, so I got frustrated. We gave up.
Dude, I hate Discord.
So we're gonna have to figure that out. Put a pin in that. We're gonna have David on. But yeah, I was like, You want to do somebody else? I was like, because I'm tired of fighting with this.
Yeah, so, yeah. We've been wanting to display Cassandra for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good episode to do it too.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, David for sure.
Go ahead and restart the timer.
Yeah, kind of a really simple answer to that, but I mean, all the adults that I know, everybody, like. Any house of my friends that have been in.
You could have said me. You could have thrown me under the bus.
I could have, but I believe David's messier than you. So, yeah. So that's pretty tame answer.
It was.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I've seen him do that's like
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll think of something.
As we progress.
I
have somebody in mind. I don't know. That's a tough question. It just made me think. And I'm like, like, not so much messy, but probably a messy eater. And I can get into that if ever I pull that gumball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going by a messy eater, just look at our Need a Break video and look at Trey.
We spent... So if it was a normal day, I'd have had chocolate all over my face just from not even trying. Like, I'd have been like, oh, damn, I got chocolate on my mustache. Like, this sucks. No. When I want chocolate on my mustache and I need it for a shot, that shit will not stick.
It would not melt for anything.
We tried. I held it in melting it.
I held it in front of the light.
Like, and it was not going. So this is going to sound gross as hell, but I started eating it and I was like, huh, and I just spit it back out into my hand.
And you just started rubbing it in your
started
hand?
like Play-Doh. Yeah, because I needed it. That sounds so gross.
I had Play-Doh in my mouth today.
But did you?
I went to the dentist and I had impressions done.
I was like, why did you have Play-Doh in your
It was basically Play-Doh. It was like foam. So it's funny you mention that. You and us having things in our mouths.
Yeah, well, you know.
You and us. You and I.
Yeah.
You and us.
You and us.
Just all three of us.
All three of us. Me, you, Patricia, like...
Me, you and I, us.
Yeah. But, that sounds gross, but we could not get it to stick to my face. And even then, it kept falling off. I mean, it looked great for a shot. Like, it falls off in a shot, and it looks great. But, like, I couldn't get the stupid stuff to stay.
The very last scene of our video, of the ad.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it until you were, like, in the middle of putting it together.
Yeah.
After I fall in the chair, and you, like, go, huh? You like look over the table to be like, what was that? The little the giant piece falls perfectly. Right. It's like right on cue. You're like Scooby-Doo going, huh? And then the Snicker or Milky Way falls.
Rapid.
My
favorite is the TikTok cut, just because you fall and it immediately cuts to me going.
Yes. We would have never seen it cut like that had we not made a TikTok post. And by the way, speaking of TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, we've talked about my account.
Yeah, it can eat a whole bag of wieners.
My account can eat a bag of wieners because I film something with me and Josh. It gets 5,000 likes, gets me a couple hundred followers. I make a video of me looking over my sink.
Yeah.
Doing a stupid little sound.
No.
Oh no,
I fucked up. Yeah.
And that gets 59,000 likes. It gets me almost 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
And you and I are putting out quality stuff that's
bangers.
funny. Yeah.
You got Barnabas doing the silhouette challenge.
A puppet doing the silhouette challenge
Yeah.
that turns into a hand at the end. And 12 views?
We've got the grills video.
Right. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's just whether TikTok's going to push it out or not. And it's bad when there's been videos of people making fun of TikTok's algorithm.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a guy going, all right, what do we have for today? It's like man who won a Nobel Peace Prize for this, that, and the other thing. Nope. Like draws a line.
Yeah.
Guy who's a really talented singer and just outperforms everybody on planet Earth at this given moment. Nope. 19-year-old girl, scantily clad, dancing to the latest dumb song.
Yeah.
Yup.
That's it.
That's the one.
This will be the clip for this week that we put, or that whatever week that this airs that I put out on. That we pushed to TikTok. Us talking shit about TikTok.
Right, and that'll be what blows us up.
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be the one.
I thought maybe I want to see what my Scream is up to.
Your what?
My latest, or the latest TikTok from the podcast.
That one? Is that the one you're talking about?
That's the one. Eight views.
8 views. That was a good one too. That's a banger.
2 likes.
3-second long clip.
American Woman by Lenny
Yeah.
Kravitz. I mean, I was by myself, like driving back from, well, my lawyer's office.
Yeah.
In a really good mood.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in a weird place in my life.
Yeah.
So I was listening to 90s music, which has been my thing lately, and American Woman came on, and I'm just driving, windows are down, weather's nice, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, and I just go, it just kind of flowed. I'm by myself.
Yeah.
I'm just entertaining me. No. And yeah, so when I was with you, and we had just got through shooting Need a Break.
Yeah.
We were on our way back to your house, and
It came on.
It came on, and I'm like, well, I'm going to do that again.
Yeah. It's funny.
It's funny, and you're like, let's just do that.
Yeah.
Let's make that into
Just
a clip.
that.
And then I see it get posted, which I didn't know you were going to post.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, we need to post a one of our 90s songs that we acted to. We recorded a bunch of those.
Uh-huh.
But you posted the I didn't know you were going to post that one. I see it, and I'm like, oh, it's just me. What is
That's weird.
What is this?
How bizarre.
How bizarre. We had a moment in the car. We were listening to that song.
That's because I lost your... Did you find that, by the way?
Yeah.
Where was it?
They both, both of them.
Oh, did I lose both of them?
You lost both of them. Were next to each other, curled up,
Really?
under the seat in the dark, shivering, holding each other. Their tanning bed goggles.
Yeah. You know, if they hadn't fallen off my face,
Well,
they wouldn't have gotten lost.
they're not made with straps. That
No.
way, when you get in the tanning bed, you don't have lines going across your temples.
And that way when you're in the
or across
tanning bed and they fall off and you get blind.
So I can't tell you the times I've worn those, and they fall off. So the if you've ever been in a tanning bed, it's like plexiglass that you're laying on, and when the goggle falls off, it makes the loudest noise. The plastic hitting the plastic.
Oh, yeah.
It's like tink 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 tink. So I've been laying there relaxed, like about to fall asleep in the tanning bed.
Yeah.
Because for that, it's like a shower. Except the tanning bed makes you dirty. So it's the opposite of a shower.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, for the next 15 to 20 minutes, I don't have to do anything.
Just lay here.
I just have to lay here. So I've been laying there, and I'll start to doze off, and my eyes get relaxed, and then they fall off, and they hit that glass, and I'm like, ugh!
Yeah, that's saving your life. You ever seen Final Destination?
I
You're
have.
saving your life.
That's right. And the bad thing about tanning beds is most of them have fans at the bottom of them.
Oh, yeah.
Around the feet.
I remember this.
So I'm on a high-protein diet,
Yeah.
and the bad thing about it is when you fart, you're in a capsule that's almost sealed, and the fart just goes, it doesn't get out of your anus a split second, and then that fan...
Tanning bed just goes...
whoosh, and then it hits you in the face, like a piece of moldy cheese, and you're like, oh my god!
And then it just marinates because it doesn't have anywhere to go. It just sits. It settles in.
You're encapsulated, and it's just kind of festering, and the fan is just recycling this fart air.
He's like,
it's so thick. They are so thick.
Why is it spicy? Why is it spicy?
That's pretty good. You've been working on that.
yeah.
Either that, or you just got better at it all of a sudden.
It's just magic.
Like the magic fart air.
Hair? Oh, air.
Air.
Was it the magic fart hair?
Oh,
just
man.
Like, just like that one strand of hair you pull on it and just farts. Nobody else has that?
That's just,
Just me.
probably all the mustard you eat.
Probably.
It's probably slowly killing you.
Yeah.
You don't eat mustard, do you?
I like mustard.
You like mustard?
I don't eat a whole lot of it, but I like mustard.
Right.
I like it on my hot dog.
As a kid, I only liked ketchup.
Oh, really?
As I got older, I liked mustard.
We used to go to Skins all the time. Oh. Yeah, and I used to get mustard on it, and then like the chips, and we'd sit there at the little bar.
Yeah.
And
That's such a good memory.
Like a glass, always a glass Coke.
Oh,
Right?
there's nothing more American than that little story.
That's fine.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. America.
America.
Yeah. See the motherfucking day, yeah.
Man, that was quoted so much.
Yep.
Like, in the middle of high school, like...
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I was homeschooled, so I talked to myself a lot.
In the middle of my bedroom.
In the middle of my bedroom where I entertained myself. Moving forward. Keep going. Yeah, Skins is good. As a kid, I didn't like anything on my hot dog.
Hey, same.
Like,
I'm still that way, and you can give me shit for it if you want to, but that's how I was as a kid as well.
okay.
As well.
Well.
Now I can't even have the bun.
Because of your gluten
It's
intolerance.
just the wiener. Just take it, just like a little packet of mustard right there on the tip, and just.
Man, you've really...
Hot dog. All Skins.
Why is it spicy?
That needs to be a challenge I put into the gumball machine.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
The hot dog, like with the wiener, just the slow motion TikTok trend where they throw a hot dog at your face.
I thought you meant where they swallowed the whole hot dog.
Oh,
without chewing
no.
it. I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't think I would die. I'm not capable.
Of just like taking
Oh, you've never seen
a
that?
hot dog weenie and just swallowing it whole.
You just tilt back, open your throat, and they just go hold. And it usually comes shooting back up.
The thought of that alone
Like,
makes my throat close up.
Well, I didn't fuck my throat. What does it do to my stomach?
You want me to do what?
Yeah, fuck my throat. What does it do to my stomach? You got a whole hot dog sitting in that sucker upright. Your stomach's like a bean. It's sideways. How does that work logistically?
I wonder if it'd come out the same way it went in.
I don't know, Josh. Why don't we ask him?
Man.
But no chewing, nothing, just. And usually they're like,
oh, God.
Here, I'm going
to. Just thinking about it is screwing with me. Oh, God. Man, I feel it like in my stomach.
Right?
Oh, that's so gross to think about.
Like, well, I wonder what that would feel like. Like a whole hot dog in your. I mean, it's the same. Like, it's the same concept. I think with people that like you're not your binge eaters, but you're
competition.
Yes,
competitive
thank you.
eaters.
You're competitive eaters.
Yeah.
Like, how terrible does that have to? Like, that's gotta be so heavy. Like, do they throw up? Like, I would have to throw up afterwards. Like, I don't know. Like, my stomach would explode. Like I don't know if I could sit and wait for it to digest.
What is wrong with them that they are able to consume like 27 hot dogs?
Practice, I guess, but I mean,
Practice,
still, like, it makes me nauseous thinking about that much food. Like, it really legitimately hit me for a second. I was like, oh man, I would
the
throw
thought
up.
of letting the hot dog weenie go down like whole, that's what got me. So today, I had to get impressions done for my partials that I'm
Who did them?
so happy.
Who did the impressions?
Well,
Like, was it like?
I thought it was going to be I wanted to entertain them. I wanted to break the ice.
Yeah.
So I broke out with a couple impressions first.
Yeah, and then you just kind of back and forth, played
Just
off
a little
each
back
other.
and forth. And then they're like, all right, do you want to get new molds for your
now,
partials?
now your teeth, like,
Now your teeth? I'm like, yeah, we're done here.
yeah,
Like, good job. We shook hands. And then she shot the Play-Doh in my mouth.
yeah.
So I saw where you were going.
She spurted them in your mouth.
Sure did. She had a caulk gun. It looked like a caulking gun.
Yeah.
And at first it was like, all right, open up. And then filled like the front of my bottom row of teeth up just with like a pasty like
Sounds really uncomfortable.
foam.
Like,
So that
did it
was
get hot?
Huh?
Did it get hot? Like the foam as it set?
No.
I feel like it was. It just seems like a thermal reaction. It seems like it would be a thermal reaction.
No, it didn't get hot.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for some reason, like my brain was like, hot, get hot.
Maybe I'll ask for it next time. Like, do you have the thermal
Yeah, you
caulk
like-
for my teeth?
You just, I don't know. It's nice for my mouth if you could just heat it up in there.
Yeah. So actually, right before so it's like a tray, like a mouth guard.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And she put it on the bottom of my mouth, and she goes, "I'm sorry, this water is really cold, and this is going to be really cold."
Yeah.
And so before she did it, she goes, "And now we have to do the impressions." She's like, "I know this is everybody's favorite," and I'm like, "I've had this done before."
Yeah.
So I've had to have a pair of partials made, and I'm having them remade because
What happened to the other ones?
we'll see. We were at a Halloween party. Or no, we were about to go to a Halloween party.
Yeah.
And before the Halloween party, we had a little pre-party
Yeah.
at Ryan and Emily's apartment. And Emily, being the good housewife she is,
Yeah.
she cleaned up nicely, cleaned everything off the island. Well, my partials so happened to be sitting on the island. I think she wanted me to try something. So I took them out and placed them on the island.
Yeah.
And I think Ryan and I either went somewhere or we took a nap.
Yeah.
And not together, but
I don't judge. We take naps sometimes.
yeah, we do, don't we?
Yeah.
Your desk is right behind mine.
Yeah. I just don't think you and Ryan do it naked.
That cracked you up, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah, we've not gotten to that level. You would think after
Yeah, you would think.
all these years.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's just not comfortable enough with his manhood to take a nap with me naked like you are.
Well, you do a podcast with somebody for a couple of weeks and things change.
They really do. You can develop feelings really quick in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So anyways, I either wake up from the nap or get back from wherever we were, whichever scenario it was.
It's like a weird Mad Lib.
Yeah.
And then Ryan and I blank.
Right. I was like, oh, the kitchen looks nice. It's all clean. There's not a thing on the counters. There's not a thing on the counters. I was like, hey, guys, just curious. And I slowly figured out they had been thrown away. I run to the trash can, open it up. The trash had been taken out. I'm like, oh, no. So we go down to the dumpster to maybe find the trash bag. We're like, this is a long shot, but we're going to go down there.
Yeah.
And Ryan goes, oh, well, it's one of the compactor dumpsters. And I'm like, oh, no. He goes, well, maybe it hasn't compacted in the past hour or so. We get down there, and everything's crushed. Like, along with my will to live at the moment. So the maintenance guy on a golf cart just so happens to be driving by, and here he comes, and he stops. Hey guys, you lose something? I wanted to be like, nah, man.
Yeah.
The three of us, my buddy, his wife, and I,
just dumpster diving.
coming down to get a whiff.
Yeah.
We have this really weird thing we like to do, the three of us, before we close the doors,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. We like to come down here and get all tuned up from the smell of garbage. So it was Halloween time, and he had little treat baggies.
Yeah.
And he takes a little Halloween bag, and he goes, well, whatever you lost, maybe this will put a little smile on your face.
Oh, that's so nice.
And Emily took it, and she was like, thank you. Emily felt horrible.
Yeah.
She was just devastated that it happened. It's my fault for putting them on the counter, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't hold her responsible at all. But she took the bag, and the guy, he speeds off. And she turns to me with the most pitiful look on her face, and she hands me the little Halloween bag like, "Here you go."
Sorry.
And she goes, "I hope that makes it better a little bit." So, yeah, going through what I was going through at the time, the last thing I needed was to lose my freaking teeth. So I was getting them refitted today, or getting fitted for them.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, "This is like everybody hates this part."
Yeah.
And I don't remember it being that bad from the first time. So I was like, maybe it's just one of those things I handle well.
Yeah.
But mentally, I had to prepare myself because it's this giant mouthpiece full of like.
You have to bite down on it, don't you? Yeah.
I had to bite down on it, and once you bite down, it kind of like splooges around your mouth.
Do they at least give you like grape flavored or something, or does it just taste like ass?
So it's basically, for the most part, it's flavorless.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was a hint of some type of cinnamon.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cinnamon.
I like cinnamon.
I guess.
But, or maybe it was like a minty, cinnamony.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird. It was like its own flavor.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there like, okay, it's not so bad. I can see how somebody wouldn't like this.
Yeah.
I can see how somebody could start gagging a lot. And then she takes the thing out. She's like, "I'm sorry. I know that was rough." I'm like, did I look like it was rough? Because I was pretty chill.
Yeah.
So she put the top part in. She's like, "And this one's going to be even worse." Like, she was so pessimistic about it. And I'm like, okay. So I did it, and I'm like, okay, it was a little worse. It made me want to gag just a little. I never did. And then she was like, "Okay, I'm sorry to torture you. We're all done." I'm
Listen,
like,
Nancy, chill.
"Look, bro, I'm good."
Yeah.
So I was fine with that, but thinking about that hot dog weenie going down whole, that turned my stomach.
That got you.
That got me. So, anyway, weenies and partials.
Partial weenies.
Partial. Man, good for us.
Good for us.
We don't have that problem.
Nope.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about you. I just assume you have
We've
a
napped
you have
together.
You have
I figure you would know by now.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on heaven's door. Nobody's answering. Like,
not with a partial weenie. You're not. You're not knocking on it with a partial weenie.
The road to hell is paved with partial weenies.
I believe it. What?
That could be our Instagram quote for this episode. The road to hell is paved with partial weenies.
That's the name of this episode.
First Trey 2021.
Oh, man. Oh, buddy.
Whew. Where are we at? Dude, we've already killed an hour.
All right.
Yeah. Let me check.
Yeah, I'd hate to get into the content creation.
That's what I was going to say, because this one is actually pre-recorded. I think it's a 4-minute segment. We've got 8 minutes left on our timer. We can go ahead and dive into our content creator. We've already talked about her a little bit, so we could let the let the video speak for itself, like the actual interview.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and dive into that.
Okay. So we stopped at a farmer's market.
Yep, on our way back from Florida.
From the Keys.
And we stopped in, I think we stopped in Key Largo. We may not have quite, I don't think we were quite in Key Largo. We say it on here. It's Isla, she tells me. She tells me in the video. I remember her telling me.
We'll let her tell it.
But yeah, so we stopped at this farmer's market, kind of to stretch our legs and just look around. I mean, it was a neat little, I don't know, it was kind of fun. It was like, oh, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
And stopped in there and looked around and found some really awesome artwork and spoke to this individual. So we're going to kick it over to Past Us from a few weeks ago while we were driving through Florida.
There you go.
Hey, Trey here.
Josh here.
With the Create Stuff podcast, CS podcast, and we're out in, where are we? Isla Mirada, Florida. Thank you. So we've got, is Cassandra? Yeah. We've got Cassandra here, and so I'm going to flip it around so that you can see her. And so we're out at, I guess, is this like a farmer's market? It is a farmer's market. We were kind of rolling by. We found this. We stopped in to kind of see what all was going on here. And we stopped, and let me see if I can flip this camera around so you can see some of this art. Let's see. And you've hand painted all of these. This is incredible.
Despite my massive fear of octopi, phenomenal art.
And I'm just going to pan across this table here, just so we can kind of see. And so where can they find this kind of stuff? Like maybe they're nowhere near Florida, can't get out here. Where could they find it?
My website is www.jellyfishdaydreams.com.
Awesome.
Yes.
And so you do it's necklaces and things too?
Yep,
Just
so
all kind of stuff.
I make all this jewelry here, from hemp necklaces, wire wraps, beaded jewelry, and then over here I have sun catchers. So if you come
Oh.
to the table,
So what it, like I know what a dream catcher is. It like
you see all these rainbows?
oh okay. I don't
So
wonder how well you can see it on
there's
there.
crystals that the sun comes through them, and then they put off rainbows. So if you put them in a sunny room in your house,
Oh,
they
that's cool.
will just,
Oh, that's so pretty.
So how long have you been creating your art, necklaces? How long has this been
So I'm 33 and I've been creating stuff since I was a teenager.
Wow.
But I moved here in August, and the whole point of me moving here is so I can, I'm also a dive master.
Oh,
Wow.
And I am teaching people how to plant coral right offshore on alligator reefs.
That's so cool.
And so I donate 10% of my profit, or all of my sales, to this organization to help restore the reef.
And what was that organization?
It's called iCare. You can go on their website at www.icareaboutcoral.org. And there you can make a donation directly to them. And all we're doing is we're restoring our local reefs, and we're also removing trash off the reef as well.
That's amazing.
Yes, so when I moved here in August, I really wanted to get active in that. I've been coming down here for about 5 years, and I've seen the deterioration of the reefs. And I decided that I wanted to be an active part in restoring our reefs because they mean so much to me.
Understood.
Yes,
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
it is.
It's phenomenal. I thought we were just going to be talking about art, but
Yeah.
man,
A
we
little
got-
bit of everything. That's incredible.
Yeah, so I also did, I'm also a full-time tattoo artist, and I organized an event in December where we raised over $3,300 for this organization.
Yeah.
And it's such a wonderful cause too, because our local economy and environment is very dependent on our reefs.
Okay.
You know, everyone comes down here to enjoy the ocean, to fish, to go scuba diving, and without those reefs, we won't live.
Yeah.
They provide over 50% of the world's oxygen, so it's crucial.
I did not know that.
Yes. Yep. And
Crucial, I would say.
if
Wow.
you go on their website, you can purchase one of these shirts as well, and all of the profits from these shirts are donated to the cause.
That's
awesome.
Yes.
Well,
Phenomenal.
thank you so much for taking the time to just
Welcome.
chat with us for a minute. And yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Let's flip it. All right, this has been Josh and Trey with the CS podcast, and I guess we're going to kick it back to us.
Super educational.
It really is.
My gosh. I mean, so yeah, like I said before, we thought we were going to talk about art and the necklaces, and then we got an education that I think more people need.
Exactly.
50% of the oxygen?
50.
50. That's like half.
That is probably exactly half if I had to guess.
I'm not, I've never been good at science, but I'd say, yeah. Back to us.
Back to us.
All right, and that's that. You know, for a cameraman, that last shot right there, I was cutting off both our faces. I was looking at it, I was like, man, I don't know how to hold a fucking phone.
You're only used to 40-pound cameras on gimbals.
Yeah, on gimbals. That sucker's heavy, isn't it?
It is heavy.
Like, surprisingly, like, you think about it and you're just like, no, it's not that bad. But you get to holding it for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you're like, okay, it's
Man.
got some heft to it.
Yeah, the little bit I had to film of you just holding it up, like, I felt like I was holding up a chainsaw. Like, it was intense.
So that was Cassandra.
Yeah.
Big thank you to her for letting us do that. That was kind of an on-the-fly, like, I don't know, we were sitting there and you're like we're standing there in front of this woman, and you kind of like, we kind of look at each other like this weird little huddle, and you're like, you want to shoot her for the, like, interview her for the podcast. I'm
Like, she's got some pretty cool artwork. I think she could be a...
yeah, I think we should. Yeah, let's. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And so I'm like, hey, we have a podcast. Like, it was super on the spot. Like, we didn't plan it or anything because we weren't expecting to. I don't know. It wasn't a thought on our mind really until we got there and looked at it like, hey, this could be cool to showcase.
Yeah, absolutely.
And especially there at the end, you heard about what she is doing this for. Donating this money for the reefs. Donating not only the money, but I believe her time as well.
Right.
She talks about going and spending time, cleaning, helping clean the reefs and stuff. So, like, I don't know, just all around, what a great cause.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
didn't expect to get all of that information.
Yeah.
And learn that about her, because at first it was just, it had to do with her artwork and that, and then it turned into, what cracked me up was right before we hit record, she said, yeah, I don't mind doing it, but I'm a little camera shy.
Yeah, right?
And then we interviewed her, and she was just
Phenomenal.
on the
Yeah.
money.
So if you want to check out her artwork, her just all the stuff that she does, artwork, she does necklaces, she does sun catchers, like all kinds of things.
Had never heard of a sun catcher before that.
Yeah, I didn't either. You
It's
can
so
ask.
cool.
You can hear me ignorantly being like, "Oh, I know what a dream catcher is." Is it kind of like that? Well, no. So if you want to check that out, you can find that at jellyfishdaydreams.com. It's also Jellyfish Daydreams on social medias. You can find her. Get to that in a second. You can find her on Instagram. I know we follow her on Instagram at Jellyfish Daydreams. It's actually Jellyfish Daydreams Art. And yeah.
And like we said before, this is one of her pieces of work.
Yeah, she had a bigger piece than that. But that's all my wife would let me get.
Understandably so.
I mean, yeah, what am I going to do with an 8.5 by 11 or 11 by 17 coctopus? Like, where am I going to put that? And how am I going to explain it to my daughter when she's 6 going, octopus, what's wrong with it? And I'm like, well, it's,
it's a modified.
yeah, it's a little
That
stiff.
octopus has some modifications. But thank you again.
Yes, thank you so much, Cassandra, for letting if you happen to see this episode, for letting us interview you, just taking the time out of your day, and just showcasing some of your work. It's really awesome.
A content creator with a cause.
And if you have anybody that you have in mind that you would like featured, or you want to see more of these, like these interview styles, let us know. Because I had a lot of fun with it. It was different, and
cool.
it's more interesting than us sitting here going, "Hey, this is pretty cool. You should check it out." Like,
Yeah.
to be able to have the artist or the creator speak for themselves, and you can kind of see them exude that passion. Like, I don't know, it's kind of fun.
It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, having Jake in person,
Yeah,
and which
was last week.
which was last week, but his episode will have already
Yeah,
been out by now.
Yep.
Having him in person and having Cassandra to talk to, really nice change of pace rather than us
Yeah.
just talking about the creator of the week.
Down in here.
So Trey's hand is
I'm gonna
stuck
break
in
up
the
these
globe.
balls down here, just because they're stuck. And
Okay.
so we'll never get them. So I'm gonna shuffle them out.
Well, we can pick the globe up. And I'm
one?
trying to keep you.
That feels like a good one.
Yeah, it looks like a good one.
Give me a second.
It's a challenge ball. It is red.
That's how you open a ball.
That's how you waft a towel.
What are we gonna do? Spin 5 quarters at once.
Spin 5 quarters at once?
Yeah, I gotta get them all spinning at the same time.
Have you ever done that before?
We're gonna find out.
Okay.
I mean, I've spun quarters. Like, I used to do it all the time at lunch as a kid and stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
middle school and stuff.
Yeah. That was one that you wrote.
Yeah, it
I would
is.
have not thought to.
Well, it's one thing to, like, you can get 2 quarters spinning at once, but to get 5 of them going,
Yeah.
like, I can't stop till I get 5 of them going. It may take me to the end of this podcast.
Right.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna move this over here. In my head, it seems like a difficult challenge. I'll probably get here and do all 5 or something, and be like, "Well, that kind of sucked. That was
Yeah.
anticlimactic."
Do you have 5 quarters just on you?
Oh, cool. Well,
Why do you have so much change in your pocket?
I'm a dad. Dads walk around with change. I don't know.
You went to the chiropractor today. Did you
Yeah.
pay? Did you pay
I
him
paid in
in?
pennies. I paid in wheat pennies.
Wheat pennies.
What if we do pennies? Because I've got 5 pennies.
I feel like that'd be harder.
Yeah.
But you've got.
I need my Sacagawea.
Why do you have a Sacagawea golden dollar in your pocket?
I don't know.
What? Okay, what is happening?
And a screw. That came out of my pocket as well. That one I took from my daughter because she was trying to eat it. So that's why that's in my pocket.
Well, that's the screw in your pocket makes more sense than the golden dollar.
I don't know. Oh, that's 6. We only need 5.
I'm
just let me spend my pennies. All right, you ready?
I don't know, son. I just want to spend my pennies.
I don't know, son. It's just a saying.
That's
all right.
One of my dad
isms.
isms.
Room for this. Can I see?
We might have to get Curtis out of the way.
Just for now. All right. Can
he do it? I'm curious to see this.
All right. 1 penny. 2 pennies. 3 pennies. Oh, no, don't you fall. Don't you fall. No.
We're down to 2.
No.
Up to 3, down to 2. I just took one in the gut.
Can I have that back, please? If not, I've got a 6th one that I can use. Well, how you threw off the aerodynamics. Don't you fall off the table. No! This would have been a lot easier.
I tainted one of them.
All right, 1, 2. The count is up to 2. Don't you fall off the table. Count is up to 3. It's going to knock it off like a Beyblade.
Like a Beyblade. Ooh. Ooh, tell me you're still a child without telling me you're still a child? These pennies are like Beyblades.
I never really had Beyblades. I was like a Yu-Gi-Oh... Motherfuck.
This is entertaining. It's a lot more entertaining than I thought it was going to be.
Here, look out.
I'm going to pull out the Sacagawea.
I lost my penny. I had 6, and I lost the one that was in my pocket.
Well, if you...
That's a quarter.
I would say any of the coins. Like if the quarter's going to be...
If I could just get 5 coins.
If you just get 5 coins.
Well, I have an advantage with this because it's heavy, so it should have enough inertia to just keep going if it doesn't fall off the table like it's about to.
I'm gonna record this.
All right.
That way, if you get it.
All right. 1, 2.
Oh no, it's gonna be harder.
It is gonna be harder. Mother. Let me move this microphone up. All right, there. I don't.
You know, if you took your pop filter off like me and joined the cool kid club, you wouldn't have that problem.
Well, shut up. All right. 1, 2, 3. No! You screwed me up, Sacagawea. No!
So what if you don't do the challenge? We don't have a penalty.
I guess
for
I get
that.
kicked off the show.
I guess so.
2, 3.
You gotta go to timeout.
4.
We need it like a cone of shame.
5.
Oh, he teetered. Oh.
Ah, no!
Oh,
I'm
man.
panicking.
You were so close.
I'm choking. 4. No, it's not spinning.
Oh, man. This is... If you want to admit defeat, we'll come up with some kind of cone of shame for you.
No. I do not admit defeat. It's a weird motion. Like, you do it enough, and then you're just like, I forget how to do it.
Yeah.
I do it like 3 times in a row, and I'm like, how hands work.
How do these things work?
1, 2. This is it. 3, 4, 5.
Oh, one fell. Go.
Does that count?
I don't know. You got pretty close. One more. Go. Oh.
Counts right. It was spinning there and fell off the... 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dude, go.
5.
You did it. You did it.
I do not admit defeat. Nice. That was about as difficult as I thought it was going to be. That was a good challenge.
That was. I mean, I thought it was... Once I started watching you like get going, I thought, oh man, this isn't happening.
Yeah.
Like this is a terrible challenge because it's not it can't be pulled off reasonably unless you do this for some kind of living for whatever.
Right. All those quarter spinners out there. And...
Yeah. out and
Well, once I finally, I
Sacagawea.
had to get in like a weird little groove, like right there at the end. I was like, all right, that's a good spin. That's a good spin.
Yeah,
But
you picked up on it.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that dollar didn't want to spin. I thought it being heavier, it would like you get it going, its inertia would carry it.
Yeah,
And it just nope.
man, that was interesting. I think we
That was
moved
a
our-
good 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
All I had to do was say David's messy. I feel like I had it
I
pretty
sit
easy.
here breaking a sweat, spinning quarters.
I had to stand on the
acupuncture?
acupuncture mat of death.
Yeah.
Last week, so that was pretty good.
It was.
I'm impressed.
Well,
I know one of your talents now.
coin spinning.
Coin spinning.
You know, everybody's got to have something.
Yeah, I mean, it makes up for that partial weenie. Well,
I guess we end on the partial wieners.
I guess we do, but we stop there.
Yeah.
That's what we put on our new shirts. We'll stop for partial wieners.
We'll stop for partial wieners.
But we got to get shirts figured out.
Yeah, we
Designs.
do. That's the next thing to create.
Yeah, tell us what kind of shirt design.
Yeah.
That would be good.
If you know any artists, or if you are an artist, hit us up.
Yeah,
We'll commish.
it's good. Yeah, I think we would.
Yeah,
We would commish.
I'd commish.
Gift card winner.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and hit the gift card winner segment really quick.
Yeah, congratulations to.
Kobe, you want to pick the winner? Oh, good morning. Hello, how are you?
Oh, it was an attempt at a burp.
Yeah.
I'm not. My burp.
I regret.
My burpinator isn't even working.
So for this week, we've got 3 entrants for our Amazon gift card contest giveaway thingy. So we've got Liz, who well, you weren't here last week to do the giveaway. Liz entered last week. She was one of our entrants last week. Leo was our winner from last week, so congratulations to Leo. We've also got Morel, and I may have to type this one out. It's Panagio Tapalaska. Sorry if I butchered that. I probably did. But those are our 3 entrants for this week. So let me go ahead and swap over to our random number generator.
I probably wouldn't do any better.
Yeah, while Kobe entertains the crowd, and we'll get this giveaway going.
All right, Kobe.
That number is 3 for those listening. Those that were watching got a sneak peek and got to actually watch it generate. And for those that are listening and not watching, Kobe is my little Maltese that is chilling on the counter with us. So 3 corresponds with Panagio Tapalaska. So congratulations to you. We'll be contacting you tomorrow to let you know that you've won, and we'll be announcing it tomorrow. But if you're watching this on the podcast or listening on the podcast, you just got a sneak peek on who the winner is. So
Heyo.
thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you want to be entered into this giveaway as well, once this episode goes live, there will be a pinned tweet on our Twitter, and all you need to do is like that, retweet it, and give us a follow so that we can DM you for your prize details.
All 3. Must do all 3.
Yeah, have to do all 3. And Kobe, you ready to send them back to the past us, future us, past us? Send them back to us.
Back to you guys.
All right, now that shit's out of the no, just kidding.
Good. Go buy something pretty.
But
congratulations
to whoever won. I don't know who it is because we haven't picked a winner yet. We like to do that either the day before or the day of the episode airing. Yeah, we'll find out then. We don't know, just like, well, now y'all know, but we don't know. So
You don't know what you don't know.
yeah, exactly. And there's stuff that you don't know that you don't know that you don't know.
There most certainly is.
Yep.
Yep. Well, hope you guys have enjoyed today's show. We'll catch you next week. Don't forget that if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, so you get notified.
Yeah, crush that subscribe button with your thighs.
Just crush it. Man.
Just don't break your computer, I guess.
I didn't.
And if you're on iTunes,
Did
you're
you get
listening
me all
on
hot
iTunes.
before we got off?
Well, just that partial wiener at work. if you're on iTunes, I don't know, whatever you're supposed to do on iTunes, do that.
Yeah, I don't know what you do on iTunes.
I don't know if it's a star system or like how it works. You leave a review. Leave us a review. Talk about our partial wieners. Or my partial wiener. You can leave Josh's out of it. I don't care.
Leave my partial wiener out of your mouth. Oh, my God. I didn't mean... Oh, wow. I honestly didn't mean to make that joke that way.
Well, it happened, and here we are.
Here we are. So, all right, that's enough being ignorant for 1 week.
All right.
Until next time, I've been the Scottish Hush Puppy, and I got some food to go eat.
Until then, my ghastly gang, stay spooky.